Yo, what up? It's your boy BLOCKYSPLASHY. We're like getting right into it. I'm reacting to Mizkif's video, The Truth. He was yeah, this good. How are you feeling, Mizkif?
Is this goodbye? No, it's not goodbye. Not at all. Explain yourself. I will. There's some people that are saying some pretty crazy things. I haven't even gone on Twitter. I saw other things. And I'm like, damn. But I've been around for 10 years now. A lot of you guys know, pretty far away from this stuff at this point. But I am totally okay with exposing a lot of things and saying things. At this point, I think it's pretty obvious. I will not be friends with any of these people after this. Ludwig was right. I am going to completely separate myself from these people in this community, which is fine. And I've already been doing it. But
He's cutting off people.
have hundreds of messages and DMs from people, things that people probably would never want to get released that are very interesting for everyone, and I will be releasing it as time goes on, because why not? Before that, I would like to address everything that was said today. I wrote this myself.
Should I restart? I'm trying to find my camera.
So I don't know if it's being good. I am not the best writer, as a lot of you know. I have a lot of half my screen right now is red because I can't write for shit. It's not through ChatGPT. Shut up. So, this is April of 2021. We met online when we were
ChatGPT.
playing AT&T Annihilator.
I got it.
This is me and Emmy. I was introduced to her through it, and my chat started to like us.
Wait, what?
When we were playing AT&T Annihilator Cup. This is me and Emmy. I was introduced to her through it, and my chat started to like us hanging out. I didn't have feelings for her or anything, but I thought we could start hanging out
another
more
creator
and be friends. So we met through the Annihilator Cup. A lot of you guys know this. I was playing with her.
Oh, there it is.
My chat liked her a lot. She was fun to hang out with, so we started hanging out. We started to play games with each other on stream, and we started to grow closer together. We started calling each other, and we were flirting. We didn't do anything, but it was pretty obvious that Emaru had feelings for me as well as I had for her. But we couldn't really do anything because at the time, she was dating a girl named Bonnie, another cosplayer from another state, and I was...
Wait, what the... What? Did I just... I didn't know that. Wait, did he just say Emaru was... Bonnie's a girl, right? It could be a guy's name too. Not that I have a problem with that. What? This is new to me. Oh, by the way, while I was like trying to make my camera bigger, Mizkif is, under fire. He's getting cooked. Assault allegations.
Dating Maya.
Let's keep going.
Me and Maya broke up. I broke up with her because the relationship felt stagnant, and Maya's sanctuary started to take over a lot of her life, and we hardly had time to hang out with each other. Since Maya moved out, I knew I wanted a streamer to move into the house, preferably
I could press a button and pause it.
but I didn't want it to happen so fast. I didn't know if I wanted to be Emmy, but she told me about a stalker that came to her house with a bat, and she didn't live at her house anymore. I told her to come move in with me in Austin because she had a stalker, and we want to make content, and the guy will probably be scared since there's a bunch of people around instead of her in her Kansas home by her.
Just call the feds.
From there, our relationship started growing very fast. Within just weeks of moving in, she would sit in my room with me late at...
Let me get this straight. So you're saying, not that there's nothing wrong with like all that he said. You're saying if I have a stalker, I'll hit you up. Well, collab, I could move in with you and all that. Okay.
I would watch Pokemon over and over again, season 1. I loved it because she made me feel like because it felt like my childhood.
Where's my camera at? I gotta... What? Why did I lock it? What? That's sexist. Sorry. It's not, I'm just joking. All right, my fault. Let's hear what Miz has to say.
And a place of calmness. Sorry. She would fall asleep in my bed. With some nights, we would touch our backs and legs together. We knew we liked each other. We just knew it was a bad idea. Talks about joining MTK happened fast as well. And I knew that if we were...
You know what happens with people that like each other? Eventually, they... am I recording? Yeah, I am. Eventually, they just... Nanner 3000. Thanks for the upset smiles. Eventually, they fight. Yeah.
Potentially going to date, we'd have to keep it a secret. Nobody was allowed to know. Streamers as well were already starting to resent me, saying that it was a shitty...
Wait, so like they're like keeping it in the DL down low So like they could be streaming themselves going out to eat, knowing they're together, but like they're just making content, like, and people think they're single or like not together.
thing that I moved Emmy in so fast and replaced Maya so quickly. If people
I want to be a streamer.
found out we were dating, I could be hated by my peers and lose what I created in OTK. I didn't know if we were going to date, and I knew if we were
Wait, so like him being with Emmy always like contradicts like his business promises.
going to make it happen. It was going to be very stressful, but I had no idea what was going
Read
to come.
around.
It was the beginning of January of
Read a random message from chat. Talk about
2022. Emmy just had her huge party in an arcade celebrating her birthday on stream. Everyone from Austin was there, and as we were celebrating her joining OTK, there was a huge scare. Someone outside in the parking lot rammed into my Audi R8 and drove off. And while we were outside thinking it was a
and drove off. I thought it took a car. Okay.
schizo viewer, we were told that the person who just hit my car was now inside holding a gun. This scared us to no end. Me and Conrad's pants ran inside in fear to get everyone out and make sure everything is okay. My first concern was Emmy.
I would have been at home already, bro. Hey guys, you good? You still eating?
I wanted her to be safe. The cops came. The drunk driver did have a gun and was sentenced to 3 to 5 years.
He was drunk?
Prison. Me and Emmy were terrified that
Drunk, hit and run, gun on him. Even if the gun is legal or not, he's drunk. He's on DUI. He's done for like at least 50 years federal prison.
at night. And on the way home, I grabbed her hand and she grabbed mine, and we knew we were trying.
I should probably take this a little bit more serious.
Bonded, and we didn't want to let go. We would wake up together, stream together, and
3,000
hang out with
IQ.
each other all night. She quickly became my best friend and someone that I felt for the first time I was in love with. We hung out all day, every day.
While just like hanging out, doing the same things you guys like. That's cool.
We were always so happy with each other.
Why is that chatter?
Playing games
thank
until
God.
the night, loving every moment we were with each other. I remember one day I left my house. She called me just so we can be on the phone together, as we always did. And we were playing a song called Falling in Love with You with Elvis came on, and I felt that love. First time I felt love for a girl, and I thought I'd want
I feel
to
love
never
right
let
now.
it go. The first year of our relationship, we almost had no fights. We started to date
know
officially
the
in
song.
January of 2022. And
January 2022.
up until my cancellation, everything was perfect. She brushed over that I threw water bottles or my phone near her, but that wasn't during fights. I want to make that very clear. It would be me throwing my phone on my bed when I brushed my teeth. She did tell me she got a bruise from it, and I stopped. That's all that happened.
Wow.
I'll throw you.
Like, did you have like Pro Max? Was it a small phone? This matters. Hey, bud. This matters. Sorry, bro. Like throwing a big phone, like even lobbing it, and like it hits you like on a corner or something, it will leave a bruise. It's like a 32-inch TV. Right? This is not, but you get the point. All right. Wait, no.
And show you an example, chat.
I need to get better at this. I thought I stopped recording.
I'm brushing my teeth.
Yeah. Wait.
Here. Look at me.
Oh my God. Okay. All right. So I'm over here. I'm Emmy, right? I should probably flip the camera. Oh wait. I'm like Emmy should be like sleeping, maybe on the side, like So all right, go ahead, bud. Am I still recording? I was recording a long video last time, and like I stopped it mid-record.
Dance is more than just using your body. So much of dance is in your expressions.
Sprinting has likely contributed to my growth.
My friends say I make this look a lot.
He did it.
Because
Oh.
I was going to bed.
Oh my God.
Throw the phone.
Ah.
That's it. And when that's the whole thing.
Bro.
I didn't
Oh, sorry.
throw it at her.
Bro, this
I
is
wanna
proof
make
that it
very clear.
happened.
I never threw it at her. I never hit her. And she even said in her situation that she bruises easily. She brushed over that I threw water bottles with her on my or my phone near her, but that wasn't during our fights. It would be throwing my phone on my bed when I brushed my teeth. She did tell me she got bruises from it, and I stopped. That's all that happened. I did feel a lot of stress over the time of our relationship up until this point from her stalkers. From the ones that would show up at our old house and also stalkers that just had from her TikTok postings. We found after being with each other.
I'm sorry. I'm not taking this serious, but like, it's been a couple days. Like, okay.
That her stalkers had a lot from would come to her a lot from her short form content. These people were schizophrenic and would think that she is talking to them. Whether it was songs she played, the way she looked at the screen, or just the titles of the videos, these people started to feel she was talking to them and come to our.
Oh, so she has stalkers though. Oh, that's worse than having like exes.
House to stalk. These people thought in their heads they were dating her. They were out of their mind and dangerous. I told her if we're going to be serious about this relationship, I need her to stop posting as much and to not farm these people. She agreed and understood that it was a safety concern for not only me, but the house. Russell, Simply, Corey, or anyone that was in my house or anyone that was near us. She agreed that she wouldn't want to hurt anyone else and knew that posting these types of TikToks and posts can mess with us and is something I'm not comfortable with as a guy. So she would tell me that if I had a problem to let her know. And at first it was minor things here and there, but over time it got harder and harder to deal with. There were more stress on top of this.
How long is this
we
video?
both had to hide the relationship from everyone. If anyone found out or was known, I could get in a ton of trouble with OTK and cause a ton of problems. I told her if we were going to be serious about this relationship, I need to stop posting as much and to not farm these people. And then there was more stress on top of this. We both had to hide the relationship from everyone. If anyone found out or was known, I can.
It's like Among Us, but they're both the killers. Wow.
Can get in a ton of trouble with OTK and can cause a ton of problems in my life. So I lied to all of my old friends, S-Fan included, who lived just next door to me, and everyone in OTK. And that was very hard for me to do. We had a doggy door between our rooms just so we.
Do they own like a whole like block or something? Like. What?
We can hide it from everyone else, including my roommates. We would lock the doors to avoid our roommates finding out. As time went on, they found out, but to most of our friends in the Austin circle, they never officially knew. That stress alone would drive anyone mad, but our love for each other was strong, and we knew we can handle it. In September in 2022,
shout out Strong Love.
A lot of you guys know, I was canceled by Trainwrecks and others, trying to claim I covered up sexual assault. It was proven wrong, but that destroyed my mental health. I felt like my brain cracked. And I was never the same since. I was suicidal, depressed, and I didn't know what to do with my own life. Every day felt like an absolute nightmare. I was losing OTK,
Imagine that, just like, right? You're being accused of that. And like you're like everybody on the internet is like just on you.
Mental health, and all my friends. Emiru was one of the only people that were there for me. She ditched sponsors to go with me to Japan. She went with me anywhere I needed because she wanted me to be happy. And she knew sometimes I freaked out, I lashed out, but she loved me and she knew I was in a terrible TK, my mental health, and all my friends. Emiru was one of the only people that were there for me. She ditched sponsors to go with me to Japan. She went with me anywhere I needed because she wanted me to be happy. And she knew sometimes I freaked out, I lashed out, but she loved me and she knew I was in a terrible mental place. It got so bad, the stress and constant talking about the same things over and over and no sleep and depression, that most of my hair started.
Why is chat saying LMAO? Miss, you need new friends.
The fallout.
JK.
And Emiru started to hurt herself while we were in Japan.
Are you a baldist? What the?
And
Alright. Alright. Take this serious.
As this time happened, I was a massive wreck. I couldn't think straight, and being that Emiru hung out with me all day, she too started to become high-strung. Wow.
Cry time. Downtime.
We would yell at each other, fight, and argue all the time. Things we never once did. I felt this relationship was taking a huge strain, but I thought it could be fixed over time since things were just so amazing that first year. But
sorry, there was a funny emote up there. My fault.
I'm so gay. But as we stayed around longer, I started
Wait. Out of all the out of this whole video, That's gonna be the thing I remember. Sorry. He's crying. I'm sorry. All right. All right. Let's go. Get into character. Let's go.
presenting her a lot more. You can take it out of remote-only mode.
Serious.
Emeru has a lot of rabbits. It was her calling when she first moved in. These were a big part of her life.
Sorry.
But as those rabbits moved out of her room and into the living room,
We're talking about rabbits. Now it's a rabbit chapter. We're past the
they started to see disgusting neglect. No food.
And just this is Mizkif's story, one perspective. There's other, I guess, Emeru's perspective, her story. So I'm just reacting. All right.
No water.
I'm not, it's like, do you, boo? I'm just here. I'm just, yeah.
Sometimes not having clean bedding for weeks. I,
Content.
along with many others who would come over, would give them what they needed, and I would tell her all the time to take
And that chatter now.
care
Okay.
of them, but to no avail. She completely neglected those rabbits. So much that many of them just died over 1 year of being around in my house. My cleaning ladies would clean them.
He's saying
because
rabbits
they felt
died.
terrible. And my brother once came over and said, and
Let's
I
get back
quote,
to reality.
"If you ever marry this woman, I'll never forgive you."
Sevens. What the?
Here's
hate
a
ads,
video
bro.
up close of Emeru's
It's ruining
rabbits.
my video.
These are small little mites that
I
are
gotta move over
inside
here
the
now.
rabbit cage,
I'll
and
just
she
go on top
didn't
of him.
care. She completely neglected these animals, and I'm not going to sit around and let people say that she didn't. People who came to my house knew that they were neglected. This is an up-close view of the rabbit cage being completely disgusting and neglected.
You can show this,
she
bro.
left them to die, and I'm
This is
not going to sit
DMCA.
here and have her pretend she didn't. It's fucking disgusting.
I'm a turd. Okay. Bro, this. My God. It looks like a Chipotle bowl. I mean, no. It looks like white rice. That's what I'm saying. Chipotle is good. Hashtag.
This is a video from my own brother. I didn't
my
record
God.
this. These are mites all around her cage. I would tell her to take care of them all the time, but to no avail. She completely neglected those rabbits, so much that many died just over a year or two of being around in my house. My cleaning ladies would clean them just because they felt bad, and my brother once came over and said that if I marry her, he'll never forgive me. In fact, when Maya came over during my cancellation, she actually commented on Emeru's rabbits and said, "These rabbits are completely neglected, and this is disgusting." Emeru wouldn't clean the cages, and the smell became so bad that we started to have the rabbits just be outside. I told her if that's the case, she's got to make sure she's giving them water because they are her responsibility. Instead, these rabbits were left outside in 100 degrees.
That's 100% true. Bro, I ain't cleaning no rabbit. Are you kidding me? I don't get a ferret because I don't want to take care of it. Hello? I mean, I could help you, but like you gotta be there with me. Like,
degree heat with no food or water or
Hold me back.
anything.
Hold me
Most
back.
of the time being in cages with no bedding besides poop all over the place.
oh my
Emmy
God.
didn't care. She would sit
Poop.
inside and play League of Legends all day. And what this showed me is that I don't want her to be my children's mother, and I couldn't see myself marrying her. The fight
What the? I mean,
Fights from these times started to get worse. I would constantly want to be farther and farther from her. I would use her for content,
Do you?
but after stream would want to be alone. I didn't know how to break up with her or end things.
wait, so you're like with her on stream or streaming together, and you see her after stream? Wow, you're kind of like low key married. Low key, like moved in together. What the? Prenup?
She was a co-owner of my org, the only person I knew, and the strain of the relationship and hiding the relationship was really taking a toll on me. On top of that, the stalkers were getting worse. One stalker
way.
came to my house, and I had to point a gun at him for 30 minutes until the cops came. These stalkers are no joke, and the pressure
Was that a sniper? I
from
don't
the
know.
relationship, the anger I
Sorry.
felt, and the stalkers as a whole really made us lash out at each other. She would tell me that she doesn't realize what she's doing, that she
Well, like, you can't really control stalkers. Like, that's like uncontrollable to an extent.
didn't understand what she was doing wrong. But I would constantly tell her on and off stream that she needs to do more because these stalkers are getting worse. I know I wasn't perfect with my language or tone throughout this entire relationship. I know I wasn't.
Hold on. I need a. Oh, never mind. Keep going.
And I was aggressive at times. In regards to being controlling, I told her many
say I
things.
need a
I told her
thumbnail.
to dress older, to stop wearing pajamas,
Wrong time.
to stop talking about stalkers and
Did he say stop wearing pajamas? What is she gonna wear, bro?
schizos as a whole.
JK.
Stop talking about past relationships. And yes, I didn't want her to travel without me. I also said that I didn't want her to hang out with specific people. This is because I didn't want her to get hurt. I didn't want Emmy to get assaulted. I didn't want some man to do something to her when I'm not there, and I wanted to keep her safe. And I know with how my mental was and who I was back then that I didn't do everything right. I know I could have done better, and I'm sorry.
I'm reacting.
I know I was controlling, and I should have just ended the fucking relationship, but I was so confused as a person. And I'm sorry I did it. I'm sorry things got to this fucking point.
Oh, no.
The last 9 months of this relationship, things got extremely fucking toxic.
Look at his eyes.
I told her to move out. She didn't move out on her own. I told her to move out because I wanted space, but she still wanted me around at all times. She would get upset if we didn't sleep together or if we weren't around. She always wanted me to drive over to her house, but I never wanted to because I wanted to be alone. And that increased our fights. But the stalkers continued, and I got even more stressed.
You had to... So like you guys lived together, but you had to drive to her home. But like she probably had a home, but then you guys lived together at your house. Yeah, I don't know yeah.
They started to take pictures of me whenever I would drive to her house. They knew my every movement. I couldn't take it. Between the rabbits, the stalkers, and the overall ability to handle situations with each other, I knew this wouldn't last. But I didn't know how to get out of the relationship.
Someone said ban me.
She did not want to move out. As for me telling Cheddar to leave my house, he was swatting at Chompy constantly and making him bleed. I not only was the one that wanted her to move out first, I was the one that wanted the cat out of the house because he was attacking my cat. Every month went by the last year, and our fights started to get louder. We were breaking up with each other almost weekly. Fights were getting more aggressive, and shouting began to increase. I was not...
This sounds like a toxic relationship.
Not perfect, and I reflect on those situations poor taste to myself. I'm ashamed that the situations got so bad, but Emmy was also violent. She would throw clothes or plushies at me, and I punched holes in the walls or slammed doors in aggression. I one time did say I was going to kill myself during an argument, but Emmy did this as well numerous times. She would constantly say she's going to kill herself in arguments, and I have a picture where while I had a gun pointed at one of her stalkers who came...
Like if you're saying that and you just to like make the other person do what you want them to do, that sucks. Not saying that this is a situation, but just in general.
Came to my house while she was in Kansas. She told me she was going to kill herself out of aggression of the situation while it was happening. This is the situation. I told her that
I'm freaking out. What is happening? I'm so confused. Call me when you can. So who's sending the to Emmy? Oh, I'll call me when you can. I'll call you back later. I feel like right now I literally I can't take this anymore. I feel so alone and I like a problem. What's this right here? Does that say hi?
Stalkers at the house. I'm freaking out. What's happening? Can you call me? I'll call you.
This?
I literally want to kill myself. I can't take this anymore. I feel so alone and like a problem. Just want to show this. She was also using the I want to kill myself a lot in our situation and relationship.
What does this say?
This is while I had a gun pointed at one of her stalkers.
This is a door break. If this says hi, he did it.
This stalker who was at my house, his background picture was Emaru, and when he talked to the cops, he was in love with her and thought that she was talking to him. It is disgusting what these stalkers can do. I will say this. The fact that this guy came to my house, and the result of it was a cop brought him down the street to a QT, which is a 7-Eleven, 15 minutes away, and that's all they did, is terrifying for these girls, and terrifying for the situation in general. I knew that the relationship wasn't healthy at this point. I knew we had...
So they just got a ride to 7-Eleven to go buy some booze.
To end it in soon. One day, Emmy posted a very provocative picture, one that she knew I would hate, and she posted it to make me upset. She admitted that she made me upset with it, and we got into a heated argument, and I broke up with
Provocative.
her. We broke up for about a month, then got back together because we thought we can make it work. We went to get food at BJ's, a common place where we would get food, and then we went back to her house. We cuddled for about 30 minutes and started to kiss. She said that she was okay with this on her stream, and I started to advance to the next stage because I thought that's what she wanted. She yelped, and I immediately sprung up and was scared if I did anything wrong.
Well, they're together at this time, right? They're a couple.
Or did wrong in general. I got scared and left the house.
Not that it.
I apologize if that made Emmy uncomfortable for me not saying sorry, and I wish I said sorry back then. But we got back together soon afterwards. And during those last few months where we were fighting, we were still fighting, but it did feel like the relationship had good progress. And we were both agreed we need to talk about our future. Since it's been 3 years, we should see what we want, and Emmy had an idea to write down everything we wanted on paper. I'm going to let everyone know that what I'm about to say is very true. This is exactly what happened, and she cannot argue this. One day, after staying over Emiru's house, Emiru made me breakfast, and she wrote down everything she wanted. She wrote she wants me to move closer to her. She wrote that she wants me to marry her, and she wants kids with me in the next 5 years. And I just looked at this letter that I
Or been out the door. Nah.
was staring in front of me, and I just handed her back the paper. She began to cry.
What'd you say?
I told her, I'm sorry, I just can't do this anymore. I knew we were just beyond the point of toxicity in the relationship, that our trust had completely died, and that we had so many issues that I couldn't deal with it, and I was not mentally well. I walked away. I went to her door, and as I opened it, the last words I ever heard her say is,
So this is like basically a breakup?
"Don't go. I love you."
This is like a movie script. Not gonna lie.
That
It sounds
week,
like it.
I made flights to Japan because I didn't want to sit around and wait to possibly get back together again. I have never talked to her in person since. I have messaged her numerous times wondering why I have been removed from OTK, Discords, and I was very scared because I didn't know what was going on. Nobody was talking to me or contacting me, and I have had so much regret. Times where I wanted to go back.
That's crazy. You get like dropped, and it's like they don't tell you nothing. Allegedly. You're like, yeah.
I've drunk messaged her love letters, as you saw on stream. But after 10 months, I know we're much better off without each other. I did see her at a party once at Simply's house. The house was very small, and I opened the door. I said, whoops, and proceeded to talk in the other room about what I possibly did wrong, and began to bawl out and be depressed because I just saw my ex-girlfriend. I want to make it very clear. I was not following her, nor
Sounds like Miss was in his emotions
lingering around her.
in this specific situation. Or yeah.
I was with others the entire night. The house is about 2,000 square feet with about 50 people there.
Or it's this
I,
small.
of course, was near her, but I was never following her. This year has been very hard for me, and I'm sure for her. I even went to Japan and drank every single night just to sleep. Going from being with each other for 3 years straight and trauma bonding to be completely alone is such a difficult thing for both of us. I began therapy in February of this year with EMDR therapy, something she recommended me when we were dating.
That's every day
I'm
drinking?
very happy to say that I feel better than ever, and I've gotten a lot of the stress I've had away.
Like after drinking every day or therapy? You gotta let us know, bud. I gotta be more specific.
I've also moved from Austin
Which
myself.
one makes you feel better?
And I've had a lot of trauma lingering from there as a whole, and I feel a lot better from that. I truly hope nothing but the best for Emmy. I know she said a lot of these things today, and I do believe a lot of them were false, but I do hope nothing but the best for her, and I'm sorry that any of this happened. I hate that we're in this situation, and I hope that she can move on. We were in a toxic relationship. I saw that. I've realized over the years of 2 relationships now online that I'm a horrible boyfriend and I have a lot to work on for myself. I've been single for the past 10 months.
One online.
And I plan to stay that way. I'm
That's
continuing
crazy.
to go to therapy and work on myself, not just for me.
That's
but for the
unbeknownst
people
to
around
me.
If you're wondering if it's scripted, the answer is, of course it is. I wrote it out because I cannot freeball this. This is a very serious situation. I want to make this real. And that's it. Okay? am going to stand up for myself. I am going to defend myself in these situations. I am not going away. I have no plans to go away. And I believe a lot of the situations today were absolutely exaggerated. I have dozens of photos and videos, calls and messages as well, if she has them. I have things I will be leaking over the next few days of other people, of other things. I have a lot of messages that I have that I'm going to expose as time goes on, because I do believe that this is a time to go fucking buck wild. But I want to make it very clear. When it comes to Emiru, when she says that I was getting ready to go after her and that I was going to use her rabbits against her, that was never the plan. My plan for myself was very simple. If Emmy were to say something about me, I would say something back.
I saw the video saying he was gonna nuke her. I'm sorry. I think that's past murder, bro. You wipe out everybody around her, bro. Dang.
That's it. I never had a plan in my life to go after her or do anything. It was if she ever said anything, I would say something as well. And that's completely understandable. Can you clarify what, if anything, was said to her team at TwitchCon? I said that
allegedly,
if she goes after me, then I will go nuclear. And
okay, there you go.
And that's what's going to happen.
He's going
nuclear, you can't mess
bro.
with me anymore. I don't have anything to lose. I'm sorry I don't. Go after me all you want. I have nothing to lose. And I will say this proudly. Emiru abused those rabbits. She did. And if you're in Austin, Texas, and you want to say that she didn't abuse those rabbits at my house, you're lying. You know she did. She abused those rabbits and she let them outside. And it's disgusting. And I didn't want to bring this up ever. This was not something I planned on bringing up in my life. But it's something that she claims that she didn't do. And people are trying to defend her from that. Like Asmongold, where he says that one of her rabbits she took and brought around. What about the other 6 rabbits that died? That's a lot of rabbits. With me and Emiru, it is I mentally have been fucked up for years, and I'm very proud of myself for
rabbits are horny.
Myself. And I think leaving Austin was the best thing, not just for me, but for everyone around me. I do believe that. I fucked up a lot, and I'm never gonna not admit that. And I realized I need to be alone. I never got kicked out of Austin, Texas. I left myself. I'm absolutely mentally fucked. I have been slowly working on it. I do feel like I've been getting better. I feel like I'm very calm right now. I don't feel stressed. I don't even feel angry. I feel that every day I'm trying to learn more and more and do better, but I'm going to stand up for myself in a lot of these situations because a lot of it was not true. And I don't like that she was portraying
it feels
that
like
it
the
was
conclusion
just me who was at fault. It was a toxic relationship.
Like the learning.
Why was viewership
or the learning he wants to do?
I will bluntly say this, and I'm very honest. I was, and I still am, but I very much was someone that was massively obsessed with streaming and viewership. And when my cancellation happened, and even before it, I mean, it's something you guys know. I've been massively obsessed with streaming and viewership over the years, and it's disgusting and it has ruined my fucking life. It is something that I am envious of others.
There you go. Streaming ruins lives. Heard it from the top dog.
I am angry at others because of it. It makes me jealous when I see others doing well, and it has made me realize that I am I'm never happy for someone else if they're doing much better than me. You guys know this is true if you watch my old stream. I've always been this way. I've been very envious of other people.
What about me, bud?
It's a problem. It's a serious. I'm definitely way better than I was now, or I am now. But it's a serious problem that I am still working on to this day. I am not perfect, and I fucked up with that.
Is this bike have 2 seats? Or is that 2 bikes next to each other? Am I going insane?
Been this way for a very fucking long time, where I'm a competitive dude. And I think I'm very competitive with streaming because I really care about it a lot. I've sunk my whole life into this thing. Did you really drive 150 miles an hour? I'm going to say this very clear. If you know me in Austin, Texas, I drive fast everywhere. I drive fast literally everywhere. I'm in an Audi R8 in Austin, Texas, where the freeways are open. I drive fast all the time. I remember one time when she was picking me up from the airport, and she was in her blue Corvette, and she started the speed when we were on a straightaway when she was getting mad, and she stayed quiet.
That's crazy.
I don't remember the exact speed she got up.
Yo. Like, if this is true, like... he is crazy, and then It's just crazier. Like,
too, but we were definitely flying. But I'll say this: I have no problem admitting fault. The person that I was during that
like if I like if I'm dating, like yeah, like if I'm with a girl and then like she does that, speeding, like because she's mad at me and she wants me to do something, apologize or something. Like, bro, like I'm never getting in a car with you ever again, unless like I'm driving. Like that's it. Like you're a psycho.
relationship, and I would
Not saying like he said Emmy sped or something, and I'm just reacting. Like I'm not saying it's true or it's not true. I'm just saying this bluntly.
say the Mizkif in Austin, Texas is fucking disgusting. I hated myself. I hated this person that just sat there all day, stressed and angry and mad at the fucking world. I hated being this upset person because I know you are who you hang out with. And I definitely changed Emmy in a lot of ways and made her very stressed as well.
That's true.
And mentally, the situation
You are who you hang out with.
Cataclysm, both of us. I was a very toxic person, and I knew
If
I
I
needed
hang out
to
with
get
a
out,
cat,
so I broke up with her.
I'll be a cat. Nah.
In fact, I broke up with her twice. The first time I broke up with her,
It'll probably be like you'll have, you know how cats have like traits. You'll probably end up getting those traits, like sly, chill, scratch your face off.
really thought it was over. And the second time I broke up with her was forever. I did message her a lot afterwards,
nowhere.
primarily for OTK stuff, but there were times where I did want to go back to her. I'm not going to pretend I didn't. I was drunk. I thought I needed to.
The good old drunkaroo.
Yeah.
Text.
That's it. I don't think there's really anything else to talk about. This is something I think that we went over, and I am glad that it is out there, what I just said. And that's it. So that's it. I said what I had to say. I appreciate you guys listening, and I will be back. I'm not leaving.
This is my
anytime
reaction
soon.
to
All right,
what Mizkif
that's it,
had.
guys. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate
Mizkif's
it.
I feel like
reaction
if he
to Emeru.
established that as a boundary not to post very early on,
Like,
first year,
comment.
and they were together and been around for
I think this is different.
years together.
Like, comment, follow. Yeah. Peace.